I grew up in that gym in Holtville. That's where I would go after school. I didn't go home after school. I went to the gym after school to hang out with my mom, watch her practices, and able to grow that program up to a Division One San Diego section program. That is something I will be forever grateful and proud of.
Well, a game and a gym coming back full circle 4 decades and 2 generations later. Welcome into sports, everyone. Hope you're having a nice Friday night. From a young age, basketball was what Murray Anderson knew. The city of Holtville was what he knew. It was a foundation laid down within him from his own mother that led to years and years of commitment to all things Holtville hoops. A love and passion that was also passed down to his own daughter, and ironically, his daughter being the reason he will be stepping away from the game for some time. After 9 years at the helm, Anderson has announced his decision to retire as the head coach of the Holtville Lady Vikings hoops program. Now, in those 9 seasons, Anderson was the anchor within a program that rose from CIF Division 5 all the way to Division 1 this past season, a run culminating in 138 wins, 3 semifinals appearances, and 3 quarterfinal appearances. But at the end of the day, family steps in above all. Anderson will be taking time to watch his daughter Orion at Imperial Valley College, and while he's calling it a retirement, a return to the sideline will never be out of the question for Anderson, who has lived and breathed the sport.
If Tom Brady can unretire and come back, then I can unretire and come back. But for at least the next 3 years, I want to commit to her as long as she's playing and give her my attention. Be able to go watch her play wherever she's at. It would be nice to step away for a few years, kind of catch my breath, and then jump back into it and get go at it again. But I know Holtville is going to be in great hands. With who they're looking at to take over the program. So we'll see what happens in 3 years.
You heard it here first. We'll see what happens in 3 years. So some might call it a hiatus instead of a retirement. Outside of taking the time to see his daughter play, there are other responsibilities headed his way as well. By this time next year, being the mayor of Holtville, so a big accomplishment there. So we of course wish Coach Anderson the best, and we'll see if we can get him back in the sideline in the near future. Now let's head out to the game of the night at Petco Park in San Diego. Brawley Wildcats and Imperial Tiger baseball getting the chance of a lifetime to play at the Padres' home for some IVL action. Kicking off action, bottom of the third, Tanner Courier up to bat, no outs and a runner on second. Courier sends us up the middle. That's a hit, and Aiden Torres comes in from around second. Now around the bag at third and comes home. Brawley strikes first. They take a 1-0 lead. Later in the inning, here's Oziel Villanueva, the pitcher, helping his own cause with a sacrifice fly out into right field as that is reeled in. But coming in from third, Tanner Carranza. He's in the home with easily. Brawley now with a 2-0 lead. A celebration in the dugout. Carranza getting his teammates fired up. Brawley doubles their lead. Now moving to the top of the fourth, Humberto Martinez up for the Tigers. He goes oppo right here to right field, drops it in there down the line. Imperial had been no head up to this point, but not anymore as Martinez gets things going. The leadoff knock, however, nothing else doing in the inning for the Tigers. Brawley avoids a rally in bottom half of the inning. Wildcats with a run on first. 2 away, and there's Carter Tucker coming up big with a big K there in a 2-run game. We move on to the top of the 6th. 2 out for the Tigers. Runners on the corners. 2-1 ball game. Michael Trujillo squares up the butt, and look at Angel Puentes. The diving catch in foul territory. Throws out the runner at third for a double play. The Wildcats go on to win this one. Final score 3-1. They get a record of 15-7 on the season as they keep rolling in IVL play at the top. Thank you to Luis Lopez for heading out there for us in San Diego. But now we go back to Imperial County to Elmer Belcher Field at Calexico in a big IVL matchup to keep pace with those Brawley Wildcats. The Calexico Bulldogs hosting the Southwest Eagles. Both of them 2-2 in league play, tied for second. Bottom one, Chance Bermudez on the mound, but Randy Baez going to take things the other way for a leadoff base hit to get Calexico started, but they would not cash in on that leadoff base runner. So we go to the second. Southwest with 2 on. Oscar Medina pokes this pitch through the left side. That's through for a base hit. Kenneth Urquidez comes chugging around third to score. Eagles crack the scoreboard first. It's 1-0. Top 3 now. Jesse Areola with the liner right back up the middle in the center field. That's down the throw to the plate from Manuel Cano. Not in time. Donovan Navarrete slides in head first to put the Eagles up by 2. Now with a 3-run lead, Bermudez getting some help from his catcher, Jonah Estrada. Look at the cannon. Guns the runner down backdoor style. That's an out. Stops the scoring threat for the Bulldogs, and Bermudez would shove from there. He goes the distance, just 1 earned run and 5 Ks as Southwest climbs ahead in the league standings with the big 6-1 win. Now to some playoff softball on the Arizona side. Unfortunately, it's the end of the road for the Antelope Lady Rams. They fall on the road at San Manuel 10-6 in the first round of the 1A playoffs. Still a successful 15-win season for the Lady Rams. Congratulations to them on a great season. And before we go, shout out to all of our local tennis stars who competed today in their respective state tournaments. We had a ton of Yuma representation in each division, but unfortunately, none of them would make it out on the first day. Some notables, though: Kofa's Aaliyah Chavez and Diego Hombres, and Yuma Catholic's Ethan Gutierrez each made it out of the first round before falling in the second round. But congratulations to all of those star athletes. That's all the time we have for sports. We'll be right back.